Appendage is directed by Anna Zlakovic and is currently streaming on Hulu. Hulu, man. Hulu's been bringing some bangers, man. I'm telling you. What the hell's going on with that streaming channel? I'm digging the nastiness, dude. They're tearing it up. Anyways, this one's about a young fashion designer named Hannah. She has a great job, though her boss is a condescending asshole. I'm sure we all know a lot of those types, right? Has a homie who's got her back, dude. I'm talking about her back, dude. That's her homie for real. And a boyfriend who very much cares deeply about her. So life you think would be good, right? Well, yes, until she starts having these pains on her side, exactly where her birthmark is located. Strange enough, she starts noticing like this growth. I mean, the shit even starts to like pulsate, dude, so you know that shit hurt. Plus, it's just nasty looking anyways. Growing bigger every day until this one day, the damn thing grows into like a head, and it starts talking to her. I mean, this thing starts talking some shit, dude. And moving on to later on, though, Hannah finds out about a group that meets up weekly who has a similar issue as her. Almost like an AA meeting. Will she get the answers she needs to find out exactly what this thing is and what she could do about it? Yeah, dude, this is actually a good one. I really enjoyed this one a lot. At first, I was a little worried watching it because it felt like the direction it was going for a bit was kind of like, But, dude, honestly, it started getting better. I'll stay as ambiguous as possible because the less you know, the more you'll enjoy it. Now, this one is a good, solid horror flick for sure, with some decent bloody stuff, as well as a message. Definitely a message for sure. Nothing preachy, but just something I feel most of us can relate to. I believe the appendage or her growth was all the practical effects for it, dude, was great, dude. At least I think it was practical effects because it looked really good. And they did a great job with the look of it as well. It was all slimy and nasty and ugly. Even sounded creepy. Now, there are parts where things get a bit slow, but stay with it because there's a great payoff once you get to a certain point. And I promise, dude, I would say this is definitely a dark horror comedy and drama all in one. So I'm going to get into spoiler territory in a little bit, but for those who don't want to be spoiled, I say check this one out for sure. It's worth a watch, and the twist is really good. The ending may seem a little strange, but if you pay attention story-wise, there's definitely a metaphor in there which you should catch. Also, I recommend you check out a very, very deep cut that's similar to this one, and it's called Basket Case. A young man carrying a basket that contains his extremely deformed, formerly conjoined twin brother seeks vengeance on the doctors who separated them against their will. Probably one of the weirdest B movies you'll ever see, but dude, it's cheesy ass fun, and it's actually a trilogy. Yes, they made 3 of them, dude. Pretty wild stuff. Alright, so anyhow, from this point on, spoiler time. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, leave now. Alright, so anyhow, as crazy as this movie is, I found a pretty cool, deep meaning in this one, actually. Yes, as I said before, there's, you know, some horror and nasty stuff, you know, the appendages separating and growing and attempting to take bodies over and all that stuff. But the main character, Hannah, this girl has a lot of personal issues, though, and the biggest thing for her is acceptance. Her parents look at her in a negative way, and they're pretty much cold to her. They look at her and talk at her as opposed to talking to her. She thinks her best friend and boyfriend are messing around because she has trust issues. And her appendage is kind of like a metaphor for pain, basically. Stress. All the pent-up shit put into this one thing, and now it's trying to take over her life. Pretty cool stuff, dude. And good story and well-made movie, in my opinion. Sometimes you need a good story and not just all the blood and stuff. I mean, even though this has it, though, for sure, though. But this one provided all of that, which is what I liked about it a lot. But anyhow, though, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Stay nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.